Hey family, welcome to Sports Probe again. BC Moore in the house. Glad you're joining me again. We're at our week 10 picks for the NFL season, and I'm going to jump right in because at the end of the day, the games are coming up. The game tonight, at least, is coming up, but the games are coming up really fast now in terms of how we need to pick them, who's going to be our favorites, our underdogs. I mean, who are big injuries, everything that's going on with the NFL. So I just want to jump on our Thursday night game tonight in Carolina. The Atlanta Falcons, the very improved Atlanta Falcons, go up against Carolina, who, if you remember, lost that game in overtime when DJ Moore pulled off his helmet after celebrating the touchdown that gave them the surprising 64-yard touchdown pass that gave them the lead in the fourth quarter, which would have actually won the game. But because of the penalty, a couple plays later, Atlanta scores, ties the game. They miss a field goal in overtime. Atlanta hits one in overtime, wins that game. So this is like a rematch in 2 weeks later. So we're going to see who can win that game. I'm already of the mindset that the way Atlanta won the game the first time, they should have beat them outright, but they didn't. They gave up a touchdown pass, 64 yards, like I said, to DJ Moore. Obviously, the penalty happened, but I don't see that happening again. I think Atlanta's the better team. I take them 24-20 over the Carolina Panthers. What happened to Baker Mayfield? I don't know. Just sad story. Number one pick overall. Went to Cleveland, did nothing. Came to Carolina, renewed life, done nothing. Sad story. But it's the NFL. It's the way things go. The Sunday night slate on the 13th November. We got a 9:30 game in Belgium. In Munich, actually. Munich. Tampa Bay playing Seattle. The surprising Seahawks. The surprising Geno Smith. The surprising Pete Carroll. Great job. Probably coach of the year right now. Surprisingly, they will beat Tampa Bay. Listen. Tom brought them back last week, but their team, they can't catch the ball. Their defense is not what it used to be. They should win this game, but this week I'm going to go with Seattle. I'm going to go with Seattle only because their defense is better. They run the ball magnificently. And, more importantly, Pete Carroll is a better coach. He's going to coach them to a win. And I'm thinking that's going to be a tight one, but 24-17 in Munich, Tampa Bay goes down to the Seahawks of Seattle. Where you at, Russ? What's going on, Russ? You're in Denver. You're not doing any better. You were doing much better. You have bigger weapons. DJ Metcalf, the other receiver, what's his name? Oh, God, I always get brain farts. I apologize. But Tyler Lockett, sorry. But at the end of the day, you have much better weapons. Fan at tight end, you had much better weapons in Seattle, but you wanted to get out, so this is what you get. Moving right along, Minnesota goes into Buffalo. I'm telling you, two things to understand. If Josh Allen plays, this has been a phony injury the whole time. I don't see him playing. I see Case Keenum playing, and I see Buffalo relying on their running game because they're going to need it in the playoffs. If Kansas City's coming to Buffalo, which everybody thinks is going to happen for the AFC Championship game, or whoever comes to Buffalo, if it works out that way, you're playing in -6, a wind of 40 degrees, 35 to 40, snow on the ground. You got to run the ball. That's the only thing Buffalo's missing. That's why they lost to the Jets last week. I'm taking them with a backup quarterback to beat Minnesota 20-17, a game they need to win without their starting quarterback. Now, if Josh Allen plays, this has been a phony injury. Josh Allen does not play, doesn't mean it's a big-time injury, but one where they feel like we can rest him in a big game at home that we need to win. Going with the Bills. Chicago, at home, against Detroit. Detroit played well last week. Chicago played well last week. Simple game. 24-21, I take the Bears at home. Denver and Russ. Tennessee coming in with Derrick Henry. Blowout. 33-17. I'm taking the Titans. That's it for that. Kansas City goes into Jacksonville. Jacksonville playing better. Trevor Lawrence came out last week, and I see it continuing this week. but he's not beating Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City at Arrowhead. I'm taking the Chiefs 24-21 in that game. I got the upset special this week. As great as Miami did last week, as great as they did, they'll be at home this week, and they're going to lose to the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are going to run. They're going to run. Listen to me. They're going to run. Remember I said it. 27-24. I see Cleveland beating Miami. Houston, New York Giants. Giants coming off the bye. Lovie Smith always puts a good game plan together. They just don't have enough weapons. But I don't see them getting blown out either. I'm looking at the Giants winning 21-20 in that game. New Orleans going into Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin's going to have his team ready after the bye. But they're just not talented enough. They've lost too much. Their offense is inconsistent. Their offensive line is not good. New Orleans sees that they might be able to win the South after last week's win. I'm taking New Orleans in this game 24-22 over Pittsburgh. Now, this is my game here that normally I wouldn't pick Indianapolis to win. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to pick them to win. Vegas has shown me nothing, and they keep showing me nothing. Devontae Adams is getting pissed off he left Green Bay. Derek Carr can't run the ball. The offensive line stinks. If it's any game that a team's going to come up and rise up for their coach, who shouldn't be their coach, but he is, it's going to be Jeff Saturday winning his first NFL game. On the road, in Las Vegas, 2017 on a field goal. That's my prediction on that game. Dallas is going to go into Green Bay and beat the Packers 24-21. The Packers season is over. It's pretty much a done deal. They should try. They just don't have enough. They don't have enough. They're going to be spoilers down the stretch. Don't get me wrong. Dallas is just a better team. They're going to win this game. 24-20. I see Dallas winning this game. Arizona's going to go into Los Angeles without a Matt Stafford, and they're going to beat them 27-24. 27-24, Kyler Murray and those Cardinals are going to go into Los Angeles, SoFi Stadium, and beat the Rams 27-24. Okay? Then my 49ers against the Chargers, going to be a tough game. But if it was a McCaffrey coming out party last week, watch what happens this week. Jimmy G has an outlet now. He didn't have any excuses to make mistakes down the field. He's got a guy he can throw the ball to, and if he gets 2, 16, or 60, Chris McCaffrey. 27-21, 49ers on Sunday Night Football over the Chargers and Justin Herbert. Okay, 27-21. And on Monday night, I've been not taking Philly all year. I'm taking them 31-20 over the Commanders of Washington. Okay. 49 points is going to be that number for me. And here are my picks again. I'm going with Atlanta, Seattle, Buffalo, Chicago, Tennessee, Kansas City, Cleveland in the upset, New York Giants, New Orleans Saints, Indianapolis Colts, Dallas Cowboys, Arizona Cardinals, and the San Francisco 49ers, along with the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles on Monday night. Now, just to give you my college picks real quick, I'm going to go right down the line. Number 1, Georgia is going to beat Mississippi State. Ohio State over Indiana. Michigan over Nebraska. Number 4, TCU is going to get upset by Texas. On Saturday night, they're going to get upset. Number 4, TCU is going to get upset by Texas, even though they're a better team. Tennessee, number 5, is going to be all over Missouri after losing last week to Georgia. Number 6, Oregon over Washington. LSU throttles Arkansas. Notre Dame's going to beat Navy. Ole Miss, believe it or not, is going to beat Bama, but I'm taking Bama in the game for the points. They're not going to get blown out. But Ole Miss is going to win, and Bama's going to win the points, keeping it close. And UCLA is going to be all over Arizona on Saturday night. Those are my college picks. You got my NFL picks. Hit me at SeymourBarry15@gmail.com. SeymourBarry15@gmail.com. Just stay on the latest. Give me Give me your likes, your dislikes, whatever you want. I'm with it. I just love doing my show with you guys. I'm feeling a lot better. End of the day, watch the games, have a good time, stay safe, and listen. It's all about having a good time and enjoying those games. Stay safe, guys. Take care. Peace, family. BC more out.